Reeves back in. Largest lead of the night for the Mavericks, 13. Monk lines it up. Misses on the three ball, rebound. Controlled by Finney-Smith, stolen away by Reeves.
4, and there is the big story.
Leaves it for Monk. And he missed it on the inside.
Coming into the All-Star break, the Lakers were still regarded in a rather positive view, especially when you compare it with the week that was to come after the All-Star break. Okay, the Lakers, they beat the Jazz, and despite not making any deals during the deadline, things still look good.
Well, I love the way we've played the last few games. I feel like after not the All-Star break, but the trade deadline, the energy shifted in our locker room.
The timing couldn't be better for LeBron James as he was playing in his hometown in Cleveland, and the 75th anniversary was honoring him as one of the greats. But shortly after though, LeBron and his Lakers would have a very tough week.
Doing defensively way too much.
Westbrook tries, explodes, but misses the lefty layup.
First, they would face the Clippers, where they were up by 3 in the crucial minutes.
Man penetrates and finishes with the left hand.
Now the Lakers had to respond in kind, and LeBron James here trying to get something to go and gets blocked from behind, and the Clippers sensing a prime opportunity to take advantage of.
3 seconds, Clippers 1 by 1, Morris connects.
At this point, all was left for the Clippers was to get crucial stops, and that's what they do right here. Westbrook with an air ball, LeBron James trying to get it back to Westbrook, but the Clippers get back the ball. And fortunately for the Lakers though, they will get one more chance as the Clippers turned it over on an 8-second violation.
The double, James gives it up. Anthony, deep three, short. Rainbow short, rebound Covington, Lakers have the foul.
And the game would end with free throws as LeBron tries to tie the game and misses. And many questions were asked by the media.
Think about the Lakers. Who have we been talking about for the last 2 months? Stanley Johnson, Monk, and Reeves.
Obviously, the way this Lakers team is constructed, there's a lot of older players that are playing for this team. A lot of players that you would say are way past their prime, and that's no insult to them. It's just the reality of the situation. They're not fit to play at this age, and you could see it clearly when they played the Pelicans. I mean, the older guys just couldn't keep up with the young guys, and they turned it over like crazy.
James coughs it up. Turnover number 9 in the first for the Lakers.
Yes, you heard that right. In the first quarter of that game, they had 9 turnovers. I mean, this was just simply unacceptable.
I wouldn't say it was disrespectful, it was just unprofessional.
Now, obviously, the media could be overreacting, but this was really bad to watch, and the Laker fans were not happy with it at all.
Going to go deeper into the corner. Oh, the Boo Birds are out, and they are really out now.
The one person who should never be booed by the Los Angeles Lakers fan is LeBron James.
Now, I get where Stephen A is coming from here, right? He gave you a championship. He did so much for you. But the fans were booing the lack of effort they were seeing on the court that day.
When things are going bad, they pull apart. It's no sense of urgency with this team. Like Shaq said, it's not about winning a championship at this point. This is about pride.
Right now, this team has a lot of egos in it, okay? And there's going to have to be a lot of soul searching and a lot of accountability on, the players that play a prominent part in this Laker downfall. Is it LeBron's fault? Is it Westbrook's fault? Is it the whole Laker front office fault? Who knows? At this point, we're going to have to watch as more questions and more media speculation comes in.
Stephen A, should LeBron want out after this season?
He should damn sure think about it, I'll tell you that much.
Was it a mistake for LeBron to come to LA?
No, I don't think it was a mistake at all.
There's no reason to even have LeBron James on the floor, plus he's banged up.
Okay, well, now we have to move on because now the Lakers have to play the Mavericks at home again, and now they have to put everything behind them.
The halfway point of the first, Westbrook missed it on the crossover. Touch.
This Mavs team is a much improved team under Jason Kidd. Trading Porzingis away may have also been an added benefit to them.
13 technical fouls already. Dinwiddie missed it. Oh, Doncic!
The Lakers already looked defeated in the first half of this game. I remember seeing their body language and it wasn't so good. Now LeBron did try to get things back on track as he did end up tying the game with these 2 big crucial threes.
4:27 to play in the third. James, tie game!
At this point, King James is doing King James things, and he's being now hyped up on the bench. And look how tired he is. He's having to carry this team to the finish line, and one man can only do so much.
I'm doing this, you gotta at least put more effort into it. Like, I don't mind losing, but like when you don't have a lot of effort, it shows that, and I hate to use this word, looks like you're quitting.
LeBron does play a crucial part in this as well, though. I mean, just look at the body language right here, as, you know, there's a missed shot right here, and LeBron just looks defeated already. Just stays there frozen, completely out of the game.
Doncic against LeBron. Overplay to one side. Doncic goes left, fades, connects.
Did you see how he looked when LeBron got switched on him last night? He looked like, oh, I got an old man on me. It's my chance to shine. And that's what he was doing.
Doncic had LeBron on him 3 times in the last 5 minutes in the fourth quarter, and he made him pay for it. It was just really stunning. And Doncic himself, I mean, we all know how great he is. He's playing just as well, if not better, than LeBron was at this age. I mean, what a statement.
And so again, I applaud LeBron and the effort that he's played with overall, and the stats that he's put up have been outstanding.
Rebounded by James. Door is still open. James looks for his spot. Air ball on a 3.
LeBron James just couldn't deliver the crucial buckets that he did in the third quarter into the fourth quarter. Now, LeBron James losing once again at home in a very bad fashion. I mean, this Lakers team, you could see it in their body language. You could see it in the way they've been playing. Things were getting so bad that people were already starting to tarnish his legacy with it.
Where Stephen A. ranks LeBron, that would be
number 2 overall, number 2 in the history of basketball.
When we start having this GOAT conversation, I want y'all to remember these years that LeBron played for the Lakers. Okay? That's going to be a part of his legacy.
And I get it, man. This is done on both sides. When LeBron does something great, he passes a historical milestone. A lot of people like to talk about the GOAT debate. Is LeBron inching himself closer to Jordan? And I think it's premature to talk about these things as long as he's playing and as long as they have a chance to make the playoffs this season.
The Clippers and the team from Southern California.
Oh, you won't say that name? You still not saying the Lakers?
I'm not talking about...
I mean, this game wasn't so bad. I mean, the Lakers were actually making a run.
Reeves up. Jackhammers it in. Lakers are rolling.
It's a 3-point game at halftime, and the Lakers, I mean, they're primed to win this, right? I mean, no Kawhi, no PG. This should be an easy win for the Lakers.
This is the first time in my entire career that I have absolutely no words to say other than they just got beat badly.
Boy, I may have underestimated the Lakers and how bad they could play. I mean, this is just sad. The Clippers, I mean, they're a good team, I get it. But the Lakers, they should be better than this. I mean, Reggie Jackson should not be feasting the way he was that game.
Defense is rated in the top 10 in all important categories as Reggie Jackson.
This was the last straw, man. People, not just the media, but fans just couldn't handle it, man. The Lakers were looking very bad.
They forgot how to win games. They don't know how to handle adversity.
Let me just make it clear. Reggie Jackson was headhunting Westbrook all game long, and boy, did he make him pay for it. And not just that, he went at LeBron too. I mean, what's going on right now? The Lakers should not be playing this bad.
Westbrook or LeBron James, you wanted to go at both of them. Long.
Is there a point at which you said, okay, I'm going to say their name?
If they win a playoff game.
Win or lose, though, there's one thing the Lakers have to address, and it's Westbrook and the things he's been saying in his press conferences lately.
Has it been difficult for you to process the fact that it hasn't happened the way you guys envisioned it?
What did I envision?
I would imagine some wins.
I mean, you say based on what I envision, I want to know what you think I envision.
I mean, are we going to sit here and pretend like the Lakers and Westbrook did not envision them winning a championship this season? I mean, come on.
I would have, you envisioned coming here and winning a championship, or at least being in the
Is the season over?
Factually, he's correct. Yeah. But rhetorically, I mean, all of us in the room are like, isn't it?
There's no way in hell the Lakers are winning a championship this season just based on the things that have been happening. But I could be wrong. Things could happen. But look at these games, man. The final 20 games this season, they're only favored in 3 of them. I mean, those are horrible odds to bet against.
It certainly isn't on.
Is the season over?
No, sir.
Thank you. So what did you envision? Since you spoke for me, I want to know what you thought I envisioned.
The Lakers season is over.
What really is important here is not so much that the Lakers season is over or not, but it's just the way Westbrook carries himself in these pressers. I mean, just look in contrast to LeBron James and how he talks. He doesn't have spouting matches with reporters.
Until you stump me out, cut my head off, bury me 12 feet under, then I got a chance.
Rather, he lets us know where his head is at and just how confident he is on the direction he's going, the direction the Lakers are going. And you could see it in the game last night against the Warriors. My goodness, LeBron, James. This video was supposed to be a video talking about how things were getting ugly. But then this game happened, and I had to rework some of the things I said in this video because, of course, things still don't look so good for the Lakers. But LeBron showed us last night that as long as he's in the game, as long as he's playing at the efficient way that he's been playing all season, the Lakers have a puncher's chance, and we've seen it with this game. We're going to see it with more games, I'm pretty sure. And it's going to be a battle to make it to the playoffs. And now I'm pretty sure the Lakers are going to lose more games and lose them in very horrific fashion. I mean, the Lakers still did not solve most of their issues. And because of that, what many think is an MVP season for LeBron James isn't really so, just based on the way him and his team have played in crucial minutes. If he were to be in the third seed in the Western Conference like the Grizzlies are at the moment, I mean, he would pretty much be in the conversation for MVP this season. Just like, people are trying to put Ja Morant in that conversation. I mean, that guy, he's the future of the NBA, man. He has such a bright future. His game is the most exciting to watch in the NBA. And if you want to know more about that, just watch this video right here. Ja Morant, man, he's not going to disappoint you when you watch him play basketball games.